Good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening. Today we're going to be looking at something that you may not be aware of. So, our money system is fictitious. Now, this is something that I'm not expecting to be shocking anyone because we all know that, originally we would have a bartering system among people. We would simply trade. And then money was invented as a way to make trading easier. We can just trade money. So the perspective that money is fictitious is not new. That's something that's very old. That's not what's new. What I want to bring to awareness here in this moment is how our system is fictitious and how it is operating currently. Money is manipulated in such a way so that you ensure that large portions of the population are poor. Why would some people want to do this? Because when you're poor, you are willing to do anything possible to make money so that you can have enough money to eat, so you can live. And because you're willing to do anything, you're willing to sacrifice your body. You're willing to sleep hours which are dangerously low. You're willing to work even though you're hungry. You're willing to work even though you're dehydrated. You're willing to do work without protection, without tools, without safeguards, without help. You're willing to risk your life, risk getting diseases, STDs. You're willing to sacrifice yourself, your dignity, your body. You're willing to sacrifice everything just so you can live for the next day. That's called living day by day on money. That is why money is made sure to be restricted. So that you make sure you always have a willing population who are willing to be your slaves just so they can eat. And this isn't questioned. No. And frankly, I'm not even sure if you're aware of it. But now I've told you it. It's frankly very obvious. So it should click. But there are people who are aware of it. And now you're aware of it too. And this isn't something new that I'm pointing out. This has been seen for many generations. But who actually brings a solution? We have on one side people who suggest revolution, killing the rich people, revolution, destroy the government. Another side which says, let's meditate on peace and love. And then that's it. Then you have the third side which basically succumb to it. Who would just simply go after their own money, their own security, their own life, and just die like that. And that's it. Who out there is proposing a real solution, a practical, feasible solution that can be implemented, that would affect everyone, that everyone would be part of? Because one thing is for sure, if not everyone is a part of the solution in some capacity, the solution cannot stand. There has to be a hand in this in some way from everyone. Because the only solution could be to ensure that everyone has access to money in such a way that they would not do such labor. They would not say okay to risking their life, their bodies, their health, the bodies and lives of their children. They wouldn't do that if they had money. So the answers are simple right now. What we need is to make sure that there's enough money for everyone. And there is. Because like I've said, and like you already know, money is fictitious. It's not real. The debt isn't real. The only thing that's real is capital, physical stuff. Your physical body is real. Your physical body is what produces money. Your body produces services. Your body produces goods. It's through your body, the human bodies, that things are produced. We create the machines that create the things, right? It's all through us. We are the real resource. We are the real wealth. And also as well, the natural resources in the ground, in the earth, the air, the sky. That is real too. That's physical. That isn't money. Money is just paper. So money isn't real. So we can choose. We have the choice to restart our money system, to reset it, to clear all the debt, and just start anew. And this time, creating money in such a way that it always goes in the hands enough people to enough degree that such point is a guarantee, where it's like a law. Everyone receives this amount of money, and this is for the things you need. These are very simple points. It's not hard. And you can still make money. You can still make lots of money. And use that for your luxurious items, for your entertainment, for your grand inventions and grand projects. But the money that's needed for daily living, let's not put that into question. Let's not put that into risk. Because you risk the lives of people, of pets, of children, of animals, the environment. When you're poor, you can't say no to the cutting down of forests, to pollution. You don't have a say in anything when you're poor. Only people who are wealthy can stand up to such points. Only people who are wealthy are the ones who can actually protest to such points. America and the European countries are built on the wealth of the rest of the world. You can see all the stuff that's imported. You see all the cheap labor, all the cheap resources. There has to be a balancing that must occur. There isn't more than enough for everyone, but we've become too greedy and too wasteful. We don't take care of what we have. We don't have a system that makes sure that what we use is taken care of and recycled properly or reused or given to someone else. And all that, think about all the time that's wasted in making something that someone just throws away. You change the system so that people actually honor what is used. You save people time. And that means you have more time to make more things. This is very common sense stuff. And there are things in this world you cannot possibly know unless you go through it. Unless you can see what it's like to go through a war, to go through extreme poverty, to die of starvation, to die of dehydration, to die of such a preventable disease, to be a child and die like that, to simply be born in this world and to simply die. all from completely preventable things such as eating food, drinking water. You know this cannot continue. I can guarantee you it won't. It will end one way or another. The one way where we change it, make sure everyone has access to life. The other way is complete and utter end. Just a complete end. And that will be done through our own hands, through our neglect, through our unwillingness to change. Time will run out. So who are you going to be in this time? The end of times, the end of days, our last chance. Who are you going to be happy to live? What are you going to say when you take your last breath? Who was I? Can you know? Make sure that what you do and who you are counts and is best for everyone. You can call that the secret of happiness if you want. It's no damn secret. It's common sense.